Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name's Racy. This reading is for Virgo and those with strong or significant Virgo placements in their charts. Okay. For April, we have the Knight of Chalices on top with the World on the bottom, the Five of Wands clarified by the Emperor, the Eight of Wands clarified by the Moon, and the Queen of Pentacles clarified by the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so the top of the deck being the Knight of Chalices or the Knight of Cups, I feel as if you are expressing how much you truly do hold gratitude and love for someone, for helping you kind of soar over the demons in your depths with their love, right? Because I think that you're aware that you have some kind of demons in the depths, because this Knight of Challenges, there's a serpent, like a sea serpent, coming up and down out of the water. And you're soaring over them. And I think that you're truly grateful for someone because you know you have your demons and their love for you helps you fly. They kind of help you dodge dealing with what lurks beneath. The underlying issue or what you're moving towards by the end of the month is the World card. So there's a complete closure. And the serpent is on the World card, and it's the serpent that would take your peace away, that would poison your peace. It's the part of you that would roar in or for acknowledgement of your position, right? Your high position or your status in your relationships with others. I think this person treats you very much like an equal. However, with the month of April, okay, we have the Five of Wands clarified by the Emperor. I think you have a very internal conflict. Okay? This is not about other people. It's about you. And the Emperor card, it's Aryan energy, and we are in Aries season for the bulk of April. I got a really strong sense of sexual energy, passion energy. I think you might be having an issue there. Whether I'm feeling almost like it's either a low sex drive or an inability to be comfortable being intimate. And it's very personal. Like, it has nothing to do with your person. If you are, physical with someone or in a relationship with someone, it's not about them so much as it's definitely something you're struggling with, that you're kind of at war with yourself with internally. And there's a certain stubbornness in you that's unwilling to let it go. By mid-month, with the Eight of Wands clarified by the Moon, 818 might be significant for you, or ones and eights might be significant for you. I feel like you're getting this ping inside, like from spirit, this inspired thought that it has to do with your past or something that you experienced because of the Moon, right? The Moon is illusion, and it's usually childhood woundings. Feeling like a ship has sailed, or maybe even feeling unattractive or turned off by your own memories. and I don't necessarily know, for some of you, you may be consciously aware of what the memory is. For others, you may not. For some, you may know what the memory is, but aren't necessarily connecting the two issues. I'm feeling as if your higher self, your spirit, your soul, fire, is guiding you to accept and heal your past. I think you are getting the nudges. I think you're getting these divine downloads that it's okay. That it's okay. You wouldn't be experiencing it if it wasn't okay. And the opportunities to be intimate wouldn't be popping up if it wasn't okay. You may have a serious concern with your body or your body image, right? Your pride. I definitely feel as if how do I put this into words? It's like I feel like you want to be intimate. You want to have that shared connection with someone. I think you feel bad that they take it personal, even when you tell them it's not them, because you don't actually want to talk about the fact that it's you or where it comes from, because it either makes you extremely uncomfortable or you truly don't know where it comes from. You don't know why. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, ultimately, I think someone, a heart space, is in your life that has grown their own abundance or has grown their own sweetness. Like they have grown to extraordinary levels. I think being in the dynamic with you and the love that you share has helped them grow in beautiful and amazing ways. And I think you are learning how to build a long-term life with them. Because the Three of Pentacles is usually about contracts. And the masculine energy on the card is putting the walls up brick by brick. The Queen of Pentacles is sitting on a huge, ginormous, out of this world sized strawberry. She's got magical strawberries floating around her. Like whoever this heart space is, they're super grounded in your reality. They nurture you, they cherish you, they provide for you, they support you in and with their growth, right? They literally have an abundance of growth to offer you. And they're teaching you how to repair and or build yourself. I don't know if you guys heard that little ding in the background, but that's divine confirmation for you. There you go. They're teaching you how to build long term. You know, if you think about the story of the three little pigs in the different houses, like the straw and the sticks and the bricks, they're teaching you how to make a house built of bricks, right? So that the quote-unquote big bad wolf can't blow it down. And there's wolves looking at it now even. There's wolves on the moon card. They're howling at the moon. Your wounding is the wolf. You know what I mean? Like your childhood wounding or your youth wounding, whatever experience you've had that has wounded you, and and it has affected either your self-image or your intimacy, right? Your drive. I think they're supporting you in a way that keeps that wolf out, right? That keeps that wounding out, that shelters you. I think with the magic of the Helen Druith, which is one of the guidance cards, this is about caution and wary. I think that you might be looking back, the way I'm reading this card, I think you might be looking back and realizing just how much just how much an angel someone is or was. Looking back at all the events, and you're realizing just what an angel they are. And maybe you're afraid of them taking your magic or taking your energy or judging you or making you feel like you can't be yourself because something like that happened in your past that made you uncomfortable. Feeling like someone stole the beautifulness of you away. I'm feeling as if you're cautious because you're projecting. I also feel like you're seeing things from the eyes of another person. And I'm definitely getting from your past. Seeing things from the eyes of another person and just what they've gone through. As far as maybe rejection or you rejecting them, like you're actually understanding what it feels like to be robbed of what makes you passionate or what sets off your spark. I feel like there's an intrinsic link between you and someone else that's not necessarily in the picture at present. Maybe even something that has to do with, for some of you, not all of you, children, because the Queen of Pentacles is sometimes a pre-Empress card, and the Empress is the mother, and me as a reader, I sometimes look at the Queen of Pentacles as a mother figure. You could be having an experience, you could have had an experience with your mother that made you uncomfortable with yourself or your body. You could have had an experience with another mother where, you didn't understand them, and now maybe you are a mother and you're starting to understand, what they must have gone through or what it must have been like to be them. You could take it any way it resonates for you. But I'm feeling as if you're understanding that there was a very feminine person in your life that truly just wanted to nurture, be nurturing, and provide some type of stability for you that maybe only wanted the same in return, and it fell out. Like either the relationship fell out or you guys had a falling out or whatever. But I think that's actually what's connecting to the intimacy issue, even if it doesn't seem related. I know that that's a weird line to draw for some of you, but I'm feeling like they're connected. I think with the Sweeping Sister Willow and the Veil of Shadows cards as your second and third guidance cards, because 2 cards came out from the Kuan Yin deck. Sweeping Sister Willow is about forgiving others and forgiving yourself. Forgiveness is a huge part of the heart healing that's going on. If you can look back in your past and forgive whoever it was that hurt you, and whoever you may have hurt unknowingly, because maybe you broke their heart with, your own ignorance. Like, it's not your fault. You were ignorant. You didn't know that you were hurting them. Maybe you look back and realize that maybe it wasn't, there wasn't a motive like you thought there was, but maybe someone genuinely cared about you in order to be intimate with you, because intimacy is a very personal experience. Maybe you look back and see things from a different perspective, and you can forgive that person for being hurt or hurting you because you didn't realize maybe how you hurt them. Especially, it's like that kind of situation, and I'll give an example that's not, intimacy related, but it's almost like not having kids, right? Maybe you didn't have kids, and you're looking at a single mother who's running the show by herself, and you're telling her to, go back to school, just go get a job, work more, blah, blah, blah. But, it's a lot of work being a mom, especially a single mom. It's a lot of fucking work. And maybe now that you have children and you're doing a lot of it on your own, even if you aren't a single parent, maybe you don't have a whole lot of help, and you're like, God, you know what I mean? And I was yelling at them to do this and do that. And it's so easy. Just do it. Like, blah, blah, blah. And yet now you're in a position where you realize just how hard it was for them, because it's hard for you. I think you're starting to understand just how much you may have hurt someone in your past unknowingly. And it's coming out and manifesting in very intimate issues that have to do with yourself and your ability to be intimate with someone else. I think that you have to be able to forgive that person for maybe not being able to articulate clearly just exactly what they felt or what they were going through, because you weren't in a place to receive it or understand at the time. It didn't matter how they explained it. You know what I mean? And forgive yourself for it. Veil of Shadows is about blooming from the mud, how the lotus dives its roots deep into the mud, really going into the sludge of your past, and the parts that are not necessarily appealing. It's not like a fresh green grassy flowery meadow. It's fucking mud. You know what I mean? It's not the most attractive thing to look at or walk through. It's about letting the beauty be born and the growth happen from the mud, right? The beauty of the lotus that would grow from the mud. It's about allowing your higher self, your spirit, your angels, guides, guardians, source, energy, really help you look back at that past event and see the beauty in it, the healing in it. That you went through that experience for a reason, because you can find forgiveness for the ignorance now, that you wouldn't allow it to continue to affect your present, especially when there's a lot of love around you. Like, their love is soaring you over your serpent, but the serpent's still there and needing to be addressed. And so I think that's just kind of what's unconsciously manifesting. I don't think you're realizing why maybe you feel the way you do or are acting the way you do, or that you're trying to figure out what's going on, so much as it's about using the experience you're having now and connecting the dots and drawing the lines so that you can move forward and embrace intimacy, embrace who you are, embrace your past, embrace the events that allowed you to understand someone so that you can heal, right? It's not necessarily about reconnecting with that person. But it is about understanding the past you had with this person and forgiving it and letting it go so that it no longer affects you in the present with whatever love you have going on now, right? Whatever makes you feel ugly or that you would judge yourself or anything like that, insecurity or whatever it is, right? Whatever it is that you would forgive yourself for projecting that at someone else in your past the way you're projecting it at yourself now. That it would be affecting your life now when you have something really good going for you. So allow yourself to feel like a beautiful person. Don't judge yourself, and definitely forgive yourself and forgive the past, and really move on with the beauty of the here and now that your past experience allowed you to understand. Because you wouldn't have the beauty of this understanding now when it matters, to the person or the reality that you care the most about, had you not gone through it prior. I hope that helps. Allow yourself to forgive and allow yourself to move on and allow yourself to grow from whatever the past was, even if it was ugly, even if it was filled with shadow and wounding and illusion and ignorance. And, it's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault. It's not your fault. It's not the person of your past's fault. It certainly isn't the person in your present's fault. Allow it to heal so that you can continue to grow and experience a beautiful life, beautiful relationships and every other wonderful thing, that life experience can offer. So I hope that helps you. Until next time, guys, Divine Rebel Racy signing out. Remember, always love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Love yourselves. Take care.